The danger of walking by sight and not by faith. The danger of walking by sight and not by faith is a theme explored in various religious and philosophical contexts. Essentially, it boils down to these dangers. 1. Limited perspective and misinterpretation. Sight is limited to the physical realm. Our physical senses only perceive a small portion of reality. We miss the bigger picture, the spiritual, the unseen, the potential for growth, the deeper meanings, and the working of divine providence. Susceptibility to deception. Appearances can be deceiving. What seems good might be harmful in the long run, and what looks difficult might be a path to something better. We can be easily misled by superficial charm, immediate gratification, or the allure of the material world. Focus on the temporary. Walking by sight prioritizes the immediate, the tangible, and the fleeting. It leads to pursuing goals that offer short-term pleasure or comfort without considering the long-term consequences or eternal significance. Judgment based on superficiality. When we walk by sight, we are more likely to judge people and situations based on appearances, leading to prejudice and flawed decisions. This limits our ability to see the potential in others and the good within challenging circumstances. Number 2. Fear, doubt, and anxiety. Dependence on circumstances. Sight is heavily influenced by external factors. When things look good, we feel confident. But when circumstances turn unfavorable, fear and doubt creep in. This reliance on external validation creates instability and anxiety. Loss of hope. If we only see the problems and challenges in front of us, we can easily become discouraged and lose hope. Faith provides a basis for hope even when things look bleak. Inability to cope with adversity. When faced with difficulties, those who walk by sight may fall into despair because they cannot see beyond the immediate pain. Faith provides the resilience to persevere through trials. Constant comparison. Walking by sight often involves comparing ourselves to others based on outward appearances and material success, leading to envy, discontentment, and low self-esteem. 3. Spiritual stagnation and loss of purpose. Lack of trust in a higher power. Walking by sight implies a lack of trust in God, a higher power, or a divine plan. It means relying solely on our own abilities and understanding, which are inherently limited. Missed opportunities. Following God's guidance through faith may lead us down paths that seem unconventional or uncomfortable at first. Walking by sight may cause us to miss opportunities that could lead to greater fulfillment or a more significant purpose. Disconnection from spiritual reality. Focusing solely on the physical world can lead to a disconnect from our spiritual nature and a diminished understanding of the spiritual dimensions of life. Erosion of moral compass. Without faith as a guiding principle, we may be more susceptible to compromising our values and principles in pursuit of worldly success or pleasure. 4. Inaction and paralysis. Overanalysis and inaction. Relying solely on what we can see and understand can lead to overanalysis and a fear of taking risks. We may become paralyzed by the potential for failure. Limited vision for the future. Faith gives us the ability to envision a better future and to take steps towards achieving it, even when the path is uncertain. Walking by sight limits our vision and our willingness to strive for something greater. Dependence on perfect conditions. If we only act when all the conditions are right and everything is clear, we may miss opportunities that require boldness and trust. Number 5, loss of joy and peace. Dissatisfaction. Chasing after fleeting pleasures and material possessions will never truly satisfy. Faith provides a deeper sense of joy and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. Lack of inner peace. Constantly striving for worldly success and validation can lead to stress, anxiety, and a lack of inner peace. Faith provides a sense of security and tranquility that comes from knowing we are not alone. In summary, walking by sight, while practical in some aspects of daily life, is dangerous as a primary mode of navigation through life's deeper challenges. It limits our perspective, fosters fear and doubt, hinders spiritual growth, can lead to inaction, and robs us of true joy and peace. Faith, on the other hand, provides a broader vision, strengthens our resolve, connects us to a higher purpose, and empowers us to live with hope and courage, even in the face of adversity. It's not about ignoring reality, but about interpreting it through the lens of trust and a belief in something beyond what we can immediately see. If you want more story like this, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And see the comments for links to good Christians' books.